Let's move on to the sad or happy news about, depending on where you are.
I'm very happy about this.
Okay, Kobe Bryant is retiring. But before we go into it, before we actually go into that, let's make something clear so that you know where we're coming from. I've been a Laker since I was a kid. I've been a Laker fan, I should say, since I was a kid. Vadim has absolutely hated the Lakers. Anything that is around them, close to them, related to them, he hated them. Since Kobe was the leader for a while now of the Lakers, he hates them like to a really high level. So you're kind of getting two sides of the coin here. So you just please understand where we're coming from on this. So, all right. So I'll give you the first thing. What do you think of his retirement?
I am so fucking happy. You don't even understand. My God, he is finally giving up. He is not the best player. He wasn't the best player. He is not even close to being as good as Michael Jordan. Okay, he may have been, on the same line as Michael Jordan, but maybe on the opposite end. But I am so happy that he finally is calling it quits. He's not gonna get his sixth championship, and I was telling my brother that he's not gonna get his sixth championship, and my brother was telling me, no, he is. He's going to surpass Michael Jordan, and he's going to be considered the best player potentially. And I'm like, my God, thank you so much, Kobe. You finally realize that this is the time for you to stop. And you know what? I'm satisfied. I'm happy.
Okay, all right. Okay, so first of all, he will retire as one of the greatest players of all time. That's one. He's retiring with 5 championships. He's not retiring as one of the chumps or whatever. So when you're saying you're happy that he didn't beat the greatest player of all time, you're right. He didn't. But to be considered the second, third, fourth in the top 5 players,
he even said himself. He even said himself that he's not even in the top 10.
That's fine.
Himself, he even said.
Hold on. Players don't get to decide where they're placed. That's never the case.
I'm not saying.
James Harden says he's the greatest player right now. But no one thinks that.
He may have a hard on when he's actually saying that.
Right, exactly. But I'm saying, but no one actually thinks that. So the idea that, like a player gets to decide where they're ranked, no, of course not. Kobe, by most people, will be in the top 5. He will be. It just by what he has done.
I don't think so. Not in my opinion.
I know. In your opinion, of course. Kobe Bryant probably wouldn't make the top 100 in your opinion.
No, he would.
You're talking about one of the best players to ever play the league. You're talking about a player who scored 81 points in a game.
One of the most selfish players to play in the league.
And so are pretty much most of the great players out there.
But they've learned how to play with other people as opposed to Kobe.
He wouldn't
my God.
He wouldn't have been able to win a championship if he couldn't play with other players. No one
wanted to play with Kobe Bryant after Shaq left, except for Gasol.
So and they won 2 championships.
And
together.
I agree with you. I do agree with you.
You can make an argument that no one wanted to play, but people did. People didn't want to play with him already at this point. Where now he's not as good as he was before. So why would you want to play with somebody who has the same idea of it's my team, it's my way, but they can't have the skills of a Kobe Bryant? It's just been in the last
2 years that it was determined that he's not as good as he used to be before,
right.
And people still didn't want to play, and they saw how Kobe Bryant treated Dwight Howard like shit. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I feel as though the guy could have won so many more championships. So many more championships.
So he could have been better than Jordan?
No. But if he kept his ego in check, which he could not do because he's not smart enough to do that. Okay, he could have won so many more championships with Shaq. And then later he may have won more championships with Gasol, but
the things that you're saying really sounds like you're like this, like this person who just like hates the Lakers and like just hates everything about them. So you're literally just saying these things that are like,
I just can't stand Kobe.
Exactly.
As a player, I can't stand Kobe. Exactly. It doesn't matter where he would go. Exactly. It really wouldn't matter.
I remember when the Lakers were playing, and I remember how much pissed you off when they were winning, when they were just kicking ass, when they were having those seasons of just being badass? I remember whether it was Shaq was playing. And by the way, I remember as soon as Shaq left the Lakers, all of a sudden you kind of started liking Shaq.
No, I used to like Shaq before he got to the Lakers.
And as soon as he got to the Lakers, he was slow, he was dumb, he couldn't do anything. He was just like whatever, a big guy.
Well, I still think he's dumb.
And as soon as he left, he became, well, he's actually a really good player. I thought he was always a good player. I always liked him.
I always liked Shaq as a player.
Except when he was on the Lakers.
Except when he was on the Lakers.
Okay, all right.
Absolutely, I agree with you on that.
All right. So let me ask you, what kind of... It's sort of hard to ask because I know you're gonna like shit on him so badly, so it's kind of hard to really ask you a question without you really just going like.
I'm just so happy. I'm like smiling.
Well, I mean, the thing is,
I just can't believe that this moment has come to fruition. You know what I mean? I've been waiting for this for a while now. Kobe Bryant announcing retirement. Fuck, man. Just like fucking open like a bottle of expensive champagne and just pour it on myself. That would be fucking awesome.
Wow, that I have no words for that because I don't even. There's no player that I feel that way about.
Me neither.
I've never felt that way about anyone. I don't
know.
hate another person like that.
Me neither. It's only Kobe Bryant.
What did Kobe Bryant do to you?
It's like, just the ego. Just
okay, a little bit.
No, but
were you the girl that walked into the room with him?
No,
were you the maid?
It's just his ego. It's just Just
so I mean, all the great players have big egos.
Just.
Do you think Michael Jordan thinks of himself as a shitty player?
No.
You think he would put him under, like he put himself in maybe in the top 100, or he put himself in the best player?
If he would say number one, he's 100% correct.
Right, exactly, because you agreed to it.
A lot of people agreed to it.
Right, exactly. But I'm saying it's because people agreed to it. Right?
No, it's because I saw him play, and he was literally no one can stop Michael Jordan. He couldn't stop himself if he wanted to.
Right, but at the same time, people have to make that decision, not Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan doesn't matter what Michael Jordan would say. Michael Jordan says, "I am if he said I am probably in the top 20, maybe 19th place or something like that."
He would be insane to even say that.
You would disagree with him. You would say, "No, of course he's the best." But again, it's the people who make that decision about the players, not the players like them make it about themselves.
Well, yes, that's true, but also what he accomplished and how he accomplished what he did. You know what I mean? Had he played as many seasons as Kobe Bryant, he could have had maybe 10 championships easily.
Potentially, but he didn't. Yeah. He didn't start winning his championships also until later in his career.
I understand, but he missed quite a bit. After baseball, again, after he retired the second time.
I believe Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. So
thank you.
Before I go into
thank you for agreeing with me.
It's not with you. It's not with you. It has nothing to do with you. You're literally like, you're not. There's no part of this conversation at all. No, Michael Jordan is, like, in my opinion, the greatest player, and in most people's opinion, the greatest player. That's not an argument here. But Michael Jordan also had a benefit of a Scottie Pippen. He had also a benefit of Phil Jackson. He had a team that would stick with him throughout the whole entire time. He didn't players don't do that anymore. Players move from team to team.
Because he was smart enough to realize that he didn't need to, be the core player all the time. He would pass the ball to Steve Kerr, to Pippen. He wanted to make Pippen Kobe better. Kobe did not want to make anyone better. He only wanted to be the shit himself.
Wait a second.
Why would you get in an argument with a center?
People have given Jordan this thing about like he made other players better. But then we also realized that how much of that was actually Phil Jackson making players better.
No, philosophically, yes.
Phil Jackson has made players better
philosophically.
Yeah, but so much of it is in your mind.
Much
of it is when you're shooting the ball. How much of it is in your mind? A lot of it.
Okay, it is, but you also have to practice and create.
What do you think? Phil Jackson wasn't doing that? You think Michael Jordan was just like, hey, you guys come with me. We're gonna practice. I'm gonna teach you how to be great.
But anyway, Kobe Bryant didn't need to do that because he had the diesel. Okay, he had Shaquille O'Neal.
And he won without Shaq as well.
He did.
Right, but my point simply is this: if he had Shaq, okay, if they stayed together, if if that happened, like the same thing with Jordan, how he had Scottie Pippen, he had the same coach, he had mostly the same players, he had a core that stayed together for a very long time, unless like one of them retired or literally something else happened. So he had the same kind of players. You don't have that anymore. Lakers didn't have that. Like the championship Lakers, they didn't have that. They had players leave. They had players for whatever reason. They had players leave. It's not the same kind of thing anymore. Teams don't have that anymore. The only team that exists today, I want to say, that has it is Spurs.
San Antonio.
They're the only team, but it seems like they're really the last team. It seems like that's the old trend. It's going away, and it's probably not going to come back again unless things drastically change.
Clippers kind of have that, but yeah.
No, they're still a relatively young team.
They are young.
They got Chris Paul. It's not like it's like he started there. He came there after a few seasons, so it's not necessarily. Like I wouldn't necessarily. I would not necessarily. I would definitely not.
So pretty much what I'm trying to get at this is simply that Kobe Bryant, had he not have his big ego and wanted to be the boss in the Lakers, had he not pushed that envelope of the fact that Shaq should leave. And he should be the guy, you know what I mean? He could have easily had 6 or 7 championships. Even more, right? Maybe even more.
But the same. But you could say the same thing about Jordan. If Jordan, like what you started saying, if Jordan didn't leave to play baseball, if Jordan, didn't retire when he did, they could have had more. Right? So I mean, the same argument you're giving for Kobe not having more championships, you can make the same argument for Jordan not having more championships.
But you're asking me, why don't I like Kobe?
I never asked you. I know you don't like Kobe. That's not
but I don't like.
I think you're just answering because you want to answer that question.
I don't like Kobe. Just because he's a Laker. No, I know, but I just want to clarify this. Okay. I don't just like Kobe because he's a Laker. I don't like Kobe beyond the fact that he is a Laker.
You go into so let's see. You go into hating the Lakers. You go into hating everyone on the Lakers.
Exactly.
And then Kobe happens to be on the Lakers and he does really well. And then you hate them the most. Isn't that really the reason? And
no.
Like you're kind of like making it up. You hated him when he got there.
Yes.
You hated him continuously, and the fact that he won made you hate him even more.
No, it has nothing to do with him winning championships.
Right, come on.
No, it's not. It's okay. Let me break it down for you. Let me give you 3 reasons as to the reason why I hate Kobe Bryant. Okay, it'll be really simple. He has a huge ego. Okay.
Which most good players do. Okay.
Huge ego. He couldn't control it, and Shaq left just because of that. Okay. So I hate him. I hate him. Oh, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just breaking it down for you the way that I see it. The next thing is Kobe's a bitch, complaining on every fucking single call. Every single call, he fucking complains. My God, that's so fucking annoying.
Point to a top player that doesn't.
Anyway, I'm sticking with Kobe Bryant. Every single fucking call, he fucking complains and bitch and whines, whatever. And then the third and last reason why I hate Kobe Bryant is because he continues to this day take stupid ass fucking shots over like 3 people in your face, and he still takes that shot. Wow, how selfish can you be, man? Like, how come you still have not learned that you have teammates? Pass the fucking ball, okay? And especially when you're leaving, you want to leave something. You want to leave something to the youngsters that you're trying to teach.
It's funny that you say that, but when LeBron James was doing that in the finals, when he had a bunch of players on him, he would take the shot, and people weren't going, "Oh, he's hogging the ball." The thing is that it's this: if the player is missing, which especially in the later career, Kobe started to, he couldn't make those shots. When Kobe was making it over 2 or 3 defenders, when he was able to take the ball in, no one is like, "Oh, he's ball hogging." No, people would go, "Wow, can you believe he went around those players? They double teamed him."
I'm talking about jump shots.
Right, that's fine. I'm saying they double teamed him, and he just shot over them. When Jordan did that, no one was saying that.
Jordan made most of his shots.
Exactly. That's my point.
That's the difference between Kobe and Jordan.
That's my point. No, hold on. But that's my point. You're looking at Kobe when he misses and he had a bunch of players on him. Oh, he was hogballing. When you were looking at Michael Jordan, same exact scenario, but if he makes it, oh well, he's just a
Did you
he's a
see
fucking
how many
fantastic player.
how many times he missed?
And you think Kobe didn't make most of those shots?
No, he missed more than he made.
Well, of course.
Much more. If
Not
you
much
take
more.
if you take a look at the statistics, it's ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah, his statistics are skewed for later on. But the thing is, he is actually like an amazing shooter, and he proved it by winning championships. He proved it by scoring 81 points.
Yeah. You're highlighting all the positive things they did. How many times
you're shitting on him?
How many times did he take the shot?
Yeah, but you're shitting
and
on
he
him.
airballed or missed it, and then he complained about it.
Jordan.
And no, but it's like 3 people on him.
So wait,
but Jordan learned how to pass.
I don't understand why you're for the same exact scenarios you only praise Jordan for the makes he made.
Jordan learned how to pass the ball.
And he missed, and Kobe did too.
No, he did not. Okay,
come on.
I'm telling you, no, he did not.
Come on.
And he's still to this day.
Yeah,
still to this day.
He has a shitty team that basically. Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying. He has a shitty team that right now is asking him, basically like, okay, we have no one.
Nobody's asking him to do anything right now.
Let me finish what I'm saying, dude. Seriously, like literally, as soon as I start talking, that's when you start talking. Stop. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Kobe Bryant. He has a shitty team. When LeBron James has a shitty team and he takes majority of the shots and he takes bad shots, people aren't saying anything because he's making it. Right now, Kobe for the last few years, he's been missing those shots. So everybody's pointing to, man, he needs to really trust his team. And the fact of it is that he can't, because if Kobe is not playing, you see how horribly the Lakers play. They don't win practically any games. And if Kobe Bryant was the old Kobe Bryant where he actually could put up points, this wouldn't be the team right now. I think everybody understands that. I think everybody
disagree.
knows that.
I disagree with you on that.
You're saying that if Kobe played it in his prime, they would have the same kind of games as they are right now.
Yeah, I mean, they still
really.
Losing.
So you're thinking he was such a horrible player that he wouldn't improve over what 2 or 3 games that they've won throughout the season?
He couldn't improve his players. He didn't give a shit about his players. Yeah,
I'm not even saying the players. I'm saying they wouldn't have a better record?
No, they would have a better record. They still wouldn't make the playoffs.
No, they would.
No, fuck no. You're insane.
In his prime?
You're insane.
In his prime?
Yeah.
You really think that he's such a bad player?
It's not that. I'm just saying
because if you put Shaq, LeBron, if you put most of the best players in the league, you put them in their prime in this Los Angeles team, you would go, yeah, they would of course make the playoffs.
No, I don't think so.
You would think LeBron James or Shaq would be able to carry this team.
Well, no, unless
in their primes.
No, I don't. Maybe.
He did that. What do you mean, LeBron James?
Maybe LeBron James.
LeBron James did that with what do you call
maybe
it? Maybe
LeBron James can do it.
Well, Shaq.
What?
Any team Shaq went to, everybody right away started.
Because LeBron James is not a ball hog, but Shaq, I don't think so. I don't think he would be able to.
Every team that Shaq went to, everybody right away started considering.
But they already had a good team. He went to the Phoenix Suns. They have Steve Nash. They had Stoudemire.
Orlando when he came in right away when Shaq came in, doesn't matter what team he was going to go into, everybody was talking about how this is a contender now. This is a contender now. Magic were no one before he got there.
Well, they had Turkoglu and they had some other players, but
Turkoglu when Shaq started.
Okay, well, okay. Well, what I'm trying to get at with the team the Lakers have right now, I mean, maybe I would agree with you if it was LeBron James, yes. And the only reason is because he's a facilitator. And Kobe's not.
He's somebody that could score 81 points.
Yeah.
He just can't do anything else.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, he could score and not pass. You're absolutely right. But he can't even do that. He can't even do that anymore. And he takes shots from...
Are you really shitting on him the way he is now? Because if you are, you have no argument for me.
No.
He is not the player that he was.
I'm saying...
But if you're really comparing him to his prime, and you're shitting on him...
Of course he was really good in his prime. No, of course he was really good in his prime. All I'm trying to get at is he never learned to pass the ball when he was being double teamed or triple teamed. I'm just going to shoot over them. And you're right. He was making more of his shots.
Was doing that last season, and no one was saying anything.
LeBron James, you're talking about in the playoffs. Is that what you're saying?
What is that? Yeah. What does that have to do with anything?
Because nobody else could score. Because they
that's
had.
The reason. That's
because
literally the reason.
They were.
That's literally the reason for the Lakers. That's literally what I'm saying is that Lakers don't have anyone that could score, so that's why
He
they want him
doesn't
to shoot.
need to take 40-foot shots. Okay, he doesn't need to force shots.
You just said the LeBron James was doing because no one could score. And then when I say Kobe was doing it for the same reason, you're like, he just doesn't need to take those shots. I don't understand that. Why?
I'm saying
why
Kobe
is it
Bryant
like that?
takes.
Why is it
You're
okay
misunderstanding.
for LeBron but not okay for
No,
Kobe?
you're misunderstanding. Kobe Bryant takes shots that are ridiculously hard to make.
And yet he made them throughout his career on a regular basis.
I don't think he made them on a regular basis.
Yes, he did. That's how he averaged so many points. That's why they won championships, is because he did do that. The idea that you're making out to... I remember him getting on... By the way, when you're talking about, like, you're basically acting out like, oh, well, you know, every time Kobe Bryant gets the ball, he's triple team and he just shoots the ball. That's obviously a bullshit thing.
No, I'm saying that he takes stupid shots.
It probably happens 2 or 3 times a game.
All I'm saying is he takes stupid shots that he should not be taking. He's had a long career.
You're literally making it out to be that's his whole career. His whole career was just taking shitty shots. Come on, that's a ridiculous notion.
He's taken a lot of shitty shots that he should not.
And so did Jordan, so did LeBron.
Oh, I disagree.
So did Shaq,
did everybody. I disagree with you on that completely.
Yes, I know, because you think
completely.
Michael Jordan is not a messiah. He made mistakes.
Of course he made mistakes.
LeBron, so did Shaq, so did everybody.
He learned. Okay, the difference.
What do you mean he learned?
The difference,
he did the same thing throughout his whole career.
No, sorry.
Did you ever watch him in Washington even?
Who?
Jordan. He was carrying the team as much as he possibly could.
No, you're misunderstanding. He already learned by that time.
So why did he make Washington better then?
No. What I'm saying is,
why? If he was this guy who could make other players better, why didn't he make them better?
In the beginning, when Michael Jordan came into the league, he used to dunk a lot and shoot the ball and not pass. And he learned that you can't win championships as an individual. And then he started passing the ball. And once he started doing that, then that's when they started winning championships, because he started to How many assists do you think his teammates. How many assists do you think Kobe Bryant averaged? I don't know.
I mean, you're basically, the way you're saying it out to be, he didn't even average even one. He didn't really pass the ball.
No, he did. He had he would have no other choice but to pass the some points.
I thought he was shooting over anyone who would guard him, so he wouldn't pass the ball.
I'm saying when he was in compromised positions, he would have no other choice but to pass. But honestly,
I thought he had no other choice but to shoot.
Well, if you're in compromised situation, then you may not have no other choice but to pass.
Your argument,
but anyway,
your argument, if you actually focus on your argument,
you're spoiling my parade. You're spoiling my fucking parade. I told you the 3 reasons why I fucking hate Kobe Bryant, and yet again, this is not as a person. I don't know him as a person. But I'm just saying I'm only saying this based on what I saw as a player. He could be, for all we know, the nicest guy in the world and very cool to hang out. But honestly, as a player, he's had a lot of faults. And, this is the reason why I hate him as a player. Now you tell me what you think about, him retiring.
I think he's doing the right thing in terms of retiring right now. He's at his last game, basically, he's not shooting as well. The fact that he ended his career, took a year off basically, is a pretty big problem for him. I think that Kobe Bryant will retire as one of the greatest players of all time. I think that most people will put him up there as well. I know you think that ball hog would be what people remember him by, but I strongly doubt that that's the case. I think Kobe Bryant will be regarded as one of the best players of all time, and I think that's, for him to go out, at least now, it kind of sucks that he doesn't have a better team around him to go out on, but it is what it is. So hopefully the Lakers will get a good player back again, and Lakers will get back on good times. But anyways, guys, thank you for joining us for our 6th podcast. And again, if you guys could like and favorite and subscribe, would be really, really great. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye.